Meanwhile, security personnel, including police, soldier, DSS, and other security operatives, have cordoned off the Gidan Sarki Nasarawa, where the dethroned Emir is staying, and the current Emir's palace. A quick check at the Kano State Government House also shows presence of security personnel. However, no official statement has been made regarding the reason for their presence, but there are feelers the security operatives were deployed to the three places to enhance security. It is believed the deployment of security personnel was necessary to prevent supporters of the two monarchs from attacking the palace. Meanwhile, the state governor, Abba Yusuf, and other top officials were still with the Emir Sanusi II at the main palace, while the deposed Emir remained in the Nasarawa palace. And at this point to discuss this, we are joined by a legal practitioner, Tohwo Oseruvwoja. Thank you so much, Mr. Tohwo, for joining us on the news.
Thank you very much.
So we'll look at it from the angle of the law. Now, what is the validity of the Kano State Emirates Council law of 2024 in all of this that we've been talking about?
Well, if you can you hear me?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay, if you look at it categorically by virtue of the Constitution, particularly section 4, subsection 7, and if you look at paragraph A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, you discover that issue of a law emanating from that governs or for the progress of a state is vested on the State House of Assembly. So any law passed by the State House of Assembly, irrespective of the procedure which can be challenged in court, is valid. Is valid, irrespective of the procedure. And if I may take you back, if we go through the memory lane, which is not far-fetched, if you look at what transpired in December 2019, similar incident happened for the dethronement of the current Emir. Do you understand? But that one is as a result of an executive bill. An executive bill is a bill that emanated from the executive arm of government to the State House of Assembly for consideration and passage into law. So, but this one is a sponsored bill from a member of the House. A member of the House, I think from the Dala constituency, state constituency. And though people question the rush, people question the procedure, but it is already a law. And that law remains until it is put in place. I should also know that that law did not only repeal three laws, which is the Kano State Emirate Council law of 2019. You know, that one was the one that brings about the remaining 4 new Emirate Council, which is the Bichi, you see the Rano, then you see the Gaya, and you see the Karaye Council. So this particular law repealed that law. Then, you know, after that 2019 Emirate Council law created 4 additional Emirate Council first-class Emirs. And it also went further to make sure that, well, the chairmanship of the Emir is rotational. Unlike, you know, Kano that is known for one Emirate Council. So he said it's rotational, which is, by then, Sanusi was still the Emir of Kano, who happens to be the chairman of the Kano Emirate Council. Do you understand that after Sanusi was dethroned,
yes,
that law again was amended.
Okay.
That law again was amended to say, okay, well, the chairmanship will not be rotational, but will be vested on the Emir of Kano,
okay,
who becomes the chairman of the council. So these are the laws that were repealed. Then you now talk about the Emirate Council Amendment Law, which is now the Emirate Council Amendment Law of 2020. So the law in question, is actually active and is recognizable by law.
Okay, so it seems as though this is more or less like a state affair in terms of law, its interpretation, and of course what holds sways. So what do you make of the intervention by the presidency? Of course, we're told that security personnel were provided for the deposed Emir, and the talk around town is the fact that we had a presidency come to intervene in this matter. So is that an incursion on the law?
Well, for now, you could see that the presidency has outrightly denied their involvement in this, what is going on. But nevertheless, you can never rule the fact that the police, the security agencies are empowered by the Constitution, are empowered by law to maintain peace and order. So it's somehow, should I say, somehow annoying for people to infer that the presidency must be involved for law enforcement agencies to carry acts their statutory responsibility. And you could hear the statement of the Commissioner of Kano State. You could see that, well, they are just doing their job in line with the Police Act. The DSS, who is a sister agency, they're also doing their job in line with the Police Act. Till the presidency come out openly to, okay, well, this is our stand. That is where you can now fault them if they have the right or not. But constitutionally, the issue of chieftaincy issue or local government issue are within the purview of the local, are within the purview of the states, of the state government, and it's clearly stated there. And if you look at the part 1 of the second schedule, you could see that it expressly stated the powers of the state through the State House of Assembly in making laws that has to do with the running and governance of the state. But however, let me use the word however. When it comes to the issue of insecurity, you must not rule out the federal involvement to make sure that the place is safe and secure for the citizens and the indigenous of Kano State. Okay,
so earlier on you mentioned the other Emirates, Bichi, Kano, Gaya, and Karaye. Of course, we know what is happening now. What do you think, as regards the law in Kano State, would be the fate of this Emirates Council?
Well, those councils are creation of law. And those councils are creation of law, which the law emanated from the State House of Assembly. Do you understand? Which is like I gave you the scenario of 2019, because it's also like just like people question the procedure, so also people also question the procedure in 2019. So the foundation was actually laid in 2019 in process like that. So, but sometimes in a rational mind, you say, okay, well, there are pending laws. Why is this express process? But being the procedure does not matter. It has already fulfilled the obligation of what can make it or given the force of law. Do you understand? So by virtue of the repeal Kano Emirate Council Law of 2024, repealing the one that created them, which is an act of the law, those Emirate Councils cease to exist. And you know, it's like it returned to the status quo before 2019. So those are referred to districts. So they said they should go back and enjoy that status of districtship under the Emirate Council.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So those councils, for now, as it is now, as it is, remember, the order in question did not in any way question the existence of that law. So as it is now, by virtue of that law, when they say a law is repealed, that means the law that is repealed does not exist, cease to exist. So those councils cease to exist as it is by law.
Okay. Tohwo Oseruvwoja, thank you so much. Oseruvwoja, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.